Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you this evening time for a movie review. Which it's like close to 8:30 now, doing this review for the 2025 movie The Gorge that I got a chance to watch with Miles Teller and Anya Taylor-Joy in it. So I'm going to discuss what I watched for this 2 hour and 7 minute movie and let you know my thoughts on this Apple TV movie overall from what I watched with this film. So let's dive into this movie review now. From what I've seen with this film, I did not hate it that much. I think it's much better than Captain America. I'll tell you that much. That movie was trash. Um, it is like 10 times better. This film is not the best film, but it's not the worst film. It's fairly average. From what I've seen, Miles Teller's like this sharpshooter, sniper. Um, he's like the perfect shot when it comes to sniping his targets and all that. So basically, he gets this job um, and has to stay at this place to protect this thing called the Gorge and make sure that nothing gets exposed or anything, and to make sure that basically nothing gets out, of course. So Sigourney Weaver plays, I guess you could say, a villain in this, surprising villain towards the end, and the truth does get revealed at the end of the film, which so happens that even if they get done with their yearly annual thing that they do just to protect the gorge, and then they finally go home, and then you find out that one of the guys gets killed before he's ready to, right around the time he's heading home, they just shoot him dead and kill him. So it's pretty fucked up, that JD guy. But, yeah, that's what happens, and I think, Dark Lane is the company's name. They are not They do reveal who the company's name is towards in this movie, but Miles Teller and Anya Taylor-Joy's performances in this were pretty outstanding for the most part. The movie itself, it's not bad. It's not one of the worst films, but it's a fairly average film for a watch. And I didn't hate this movie all that much. I think the performances were good. Some of the performance of the movie did have its moments where it was slowly doing alright, but execution-wise, I think it panned out alright. It's not a bad watch. Sigourney Weaver's performance was kind of mediocre. It wasn't one of the best performances of this movie. Just a little underwhelming. But that's probably the only aspect about it. Everything else about the film is kind of, it's mostly focusing on Miles Teller and Anya Taylor-Joy just trying to get out of the gorge, because Miles Teller falls into the gorge when he's trying to zip line back to his, the West Tower or whatever, and Anya Taylor-Joy's at the East Tower. So they're both at two different uh, separate sites, and basically, yeah, his zip line breaks and he falls into the gorge. An explosive goes off and it cuts his zip line, and basically, yeah, that's what happens. So if I were to give the gorge its deserved score, I'm feeling a 7.5 out of 10 for this movie. It's not bad. Not a terrible watch, for sure. For 2 hours and 7 minutes, you're in for an interesting movie. But overall, not a terrible film from what I've seen. Gonna be on my decent to good movies of 2025. And I would say Companion's gonna be off the list for decent to good movies and put on the best movies of 2025. But basically, that was probably the only film I really enjoyed from this year. This one I didn't have some enjoyment to it, but the performances, like the performance from Sigourney Weaver, was a little underwhelming, and that was the only hiccup about the movie. Everything else about the movie did alright for how it progressed. It gets better as you progress through the film, and it's more interesting of a film. So, yeah, 7.5 out of 10 for The Gorge. I hope you enjoyed this movie review um, tonight, and I'll have the Monkey movie coming out pretty much tomorrow. Probably tomorrow or the next day. I don't know when I'll get around to it, but I'll be watching it pretty soon. But until then, I hope you enjoyed this movie review tonight for The Gorge. 7.5 out of 10. I almost said the wrong rating again. Yes, 7.5 out of 10 to correct myself. And thank you guys for watching this movie review tonight.